somebody else be up here. We're rolling? Damn. Am I in the right spot? Like, do I look good on the... to the left? We're live. Okay, sweet. Well, hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's my favorite day of the week. I love Mondays. You want to know why I love Mondays? Because nobody else likes Mondays, and I like to be different. That's just how I am. Let's get up on here, get us liked, get us shared, leave a comment. I always say hello. I always say hello in the comments. It does not matter who's doing the show, if Tommy's doing it, if Drew's doing it, if I'm doing it. I always say hello. You want to know why? Because I always ask everybody who's watching this to do one thing. Please like, comment, and share the stream. I can't ask you to do it without doing it myself, which I already have. So, good morning, Mr. GTT and Ink over the weekend. Yes, we got a deal. We got one over the weekend. So, good morning, Brittany. Thanks for getting on here. Good morning, Travis. Hey, where the hell are you at, Travis? Come on, man. Van, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for getting on. 60 seconds of gratitude is the way we start every single show. It does not matter if it's a different show. If we got a guest on here, we do 60 seconds of gratitude every single show. So this morning, actually, I'm going to ask you, Brittany, what are you thankful for this morning? You're thankful for Starbucks this morning. I can see that. I'm thankful for water this morning. Good morning, Kendall. Thank you for getting on. I actually am thankful for this past weekend. I'll get into that during the show. I'll tell you what I'm thankful for during the show. But Van, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful for a beautiful weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful weather and just got a lot of stuff accomplished at home. I'm grateful for that.
It was a beautiful weekend. I think it was 85 this weekend. Nice and sunny, nice and warm. Shit, it was summer almost this weekend. It felt like you could have went swimming. Good morning, Larima. Thanks for getting on. Van, I look frozen. Am I frozen on there?
Nope.
Okay, well, hey, I'll keep rolling anyway. So, yeah, beautiful weekend. Thankful for that. Always got to be thankful. And the reason why we're thankful is because you can never be in a negative mindset. You can never think negatively if you are in a thankful mindset. So yeah, that's what we're thankful for this morning. All right, guys, this morning the topic is this. I forgot how it's worded already, Van. Can you refresh my brain?
Overcoming fear to get what you want.
Overcoming fear to get what you want in life. Okay, so I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. And first off, I'm going to go back. About a little over 2 years ago, I went to Coach Burt's boot camp, or Flip the Switch, or I don't know exactly what it was called, but Coach Burt, if you guys don't know him, he's Chris O'Donnell. Hey, thanks for getting on, man. Please share the stream. So Coach Burt, he hosts these seminars where he goes, and it's very self-development seminar where you go in there and he teaches a few things about business, and he teaches you how you can up your business, how you can scale your business, how you can go from point A, which is smaller than point B, and make it to point B and grow it. So that's what it was pretty much, and I went to it about 2.5 years ago. I think I was 19. I might have been 18 at that time. I was very young. Still am very young. But I went there, and I remember whenever the opportunity was presented to me, it was Tommy. He was the one telling me, yo, you need to go to this. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go to it. What's up? What's the catch? He was like, it's $500. I was like, shit, $500. I think I might have had like $800 in my account at the time. I was like, $500 would almost wipe me completely out. $500. What? Why would somebody pay $500 to go to this seminar, whatever the hell it is? Why would somebody do that? And it was at that point in time one of the scariest points in my life, to where I was confronted with fear, and I was confronted with this invoice, if you will. I was confronted with this amount that I had to pay. Have you ever been confronted with something like, well, shit, you bought a house, right? Was that scary for you to do?
Yeah.
What was it like?
I mean, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So probably how you felt buying that house is how I felt paying this $500 to go to a seminar thrown by Coach Burt, right? And it was very. I almost felt like this, and Tommy talked to me about it. He was like, this is the reason why you should go to it, is because, I can pay for it for you, But you're not going to get shit out of it if I pay for it. If you pay for it, you're going to learn and you're going to pay more attention than if I were to pay for it. Okay? Same with the house. I'm sure like you would value a house more if you were the one paying for it rather than if mom and dad were to just buy you a house and give it to you.
A house compared to when you rent a house.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I paid the $500. 2 payments of $250. I remember I remember doing that because I was scared to death. I didn't want to see that $500 get wiped out completely. And at the end of the day, I went to flip the switch, and I'd say potentially it almost changed my life. Okay, now I am plugging Coach Bird. I am plugging flip the switch, but that's really not the message. The message that I'm trying to get across to you is this: I was scared to death to do this one thing. I was scared to death to fork out that $500. I was scared to death to make 2 payments of $250, right? But I did it anyway. Chris O'Donnell, having skin in the game makes all the difference for sure. You're definitely right, okay? That's 100% right. But I was scared. I was a very, very weak-minded thinker at the time. I paid the $500. I went to the flip the switch or the boot camp, and it turned out to be probably the best investment I could have ever made, because whenever I was at the boot camp, I was paying attention, not really to what the content was, but I was paying attention to how the people around me were acting. And I was asking people like, hey, $500, was that a lot to you? Because it was to me. And they were like, no, it's not, that's cheap really for this, to be able to get around these people. It's cheap. And so I was looking at those people that were saying that. I was like, what? How? 500? What? Are you serious? So whenever I was around those people, I really was paying attention to how they were talking, how they were acting. And the one person that I was looking at the most and kind of taking notes on the most of how they were maneuvering through what they were doing was Coach Burt. I was listening to him. I was really paying attention to how serious he was taking his job. I was looking at everything that he did was serious, okay? And it was business. He meant business about it. So, and that's really what I got from that. So I had taken that and implemented it in this, and hey, I started dressing better. I started taking myself more serious. I started talking to people more serious, and hey, what do you know? I ended up, doing a little bit better than before whenever I didn't spend the $500. So, Gabriel, I'm going to say this about Gabriel Fancher. That was the best damn podcast we've ever done. So if you guys don't know, I do a podcast. It's called the Herald Half Hour. It's a little plug, a little halftime plug I'm going to give myself. With me and Gabriel Fancher, he's running for State House District 13, and we did a podcast this week, and I interviewed him. I asked him some pretty good questions on why, and he gave some really good answers on why you should vote for him. So go check that out. It's called the Herald Half Hour. It's on Spotify. I'll post on my Facebook. I'll repost it today, so that way if you're curious and you want to watch it or you want to listen to it, go give it a listen. It's really, really good. Plug it, baby. It was a great interview. Hey, it really was. You did a damn good job. So, I'm telling that. The reason I was telling that story, my message for today is, you cannot expect to make it to the next level. You cannot expect, and Tommy will preach this too, you cannot expect to make it where you want to go without bringing some sort of investment, taking some sort of risk. Okay, that $500 was a big risk for me at the time, because after I paid the $500, I had $300 in my bank account. You know what I could do with $300 right now, Brittany? Not much today. I could maybe buy 1 tank of gas for my new truck. That son of a bitch sucks gas like no other. And that's my new truck. My new truck. I wanted to bring that up today. So this past weekend, or last Thursday or Friday, I bought a brand new truck. Okay, and it was expensive. And good decision or bad decision, I don't know. Financially, probably a bad decision, but that was the biggest. It's $30,000. It was the most money I've ever spent in my whole entire life. I never thought I'd buy a $30,000 truck whenever I was a kid. Whenever I was 16, driving a $600 piece of shit to work every single day. But it came time to buy the truck. I was at the dealership. My mom and dad, they work at the dealership, and so it was, it's a little different than normal, probably because my parents were there. But it came time to sign on the dotted line, and I was freaking out. All right, I was like, oh shit, that was like $5,000. It was $5,000 the down payment for the truck, and I was like, damn, $5,000. I'm just having to work to pay it off super fast. Hey, that's exactly right. I was gonna get into that. So it's time to sign my name. Hey, once you sign this, there's no going back, sir. Okay, all right, you bet. So I signed my name, and I was kind of nervous. I was freaking out. I was like, should I do this? Is this really a bad decision? Is this really, is this really something that I want to do? And then in the back of my mind, here I am thinking, I really want this truck. Okay, I really want this truck. Am I able to pay this truck off? Am I able to make the payments? Yes, I'm able to do these things. And in the back of my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, how am I going to, play the role of a real estate agent, telling somebody to buy a house, make a big purchase, whenever I can't even make a purchase like this myself? You know what I mean? It's $30,000 compared to $300,000, and I'm over here freaking out. And I was like, you know what, dude? Quit being a little bitch and just sign the dotted line. And so that's what I did. I ended up going through with the deal, bought the truck, and I'm driving it. I'm enjoying it now. But at that time, it was scary. It was probably one of the most scared moments I've ever had financially in my whole entire life. But I know this: I never would be enjoying driving to work, driving around town in the brand new truck, whatever, if I had not have just gone through with that deal. Have you bought a new car before?
I mean, my Jeep, I bought it new to me a few years ago.
Did you buy 100% like yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Was that scary for you?
Yeah.
Did you have a down?
That was my first thing that I did, ever buy myself.
Yeah, see, okay. That's pretty typical. I'd say, Van, would you say that? Like, somebody buying a car is the first, big purchase they've ever made in their life?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Do you remember your first time making a big purchase?
Yes, I do.
What was it? Tell me more about it.
It was a car. It was my first car that I bought when I moved up here.
How much was it?
Oh, it was probably about $4,500.
Was that scary for you, though?
That was a lot, yeah.
What's up?
That was a lot, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, did you enjoy that car after you bought it?
I did. I was glad to have it and just was glad for that point forward.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I had to have it.
Yeah, you had to have it. Well, I didn't really have to have this, but I really wanted it. So, really the message today, guys, what I'm trying to get out there is this. You are not going to enjoy anything without some sort of confrontation of your fear and some sort of payment. I would say payment. Whenever I say payment, I don't just mean money. I mean payment like I got to work for this, or payment I got to do X, Y, and Z to get this. Okay, you don't expect to get the finer things in life if you're not willing to pay for it, if you're not willing to go through what it takes to get there. So you got to confront that fear. You got to be the most courageous person in the room whenever it comes time to crunch, whenever it comes that time to sign on the dotted line or whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be somebody right now that's like, oh, well, let's just say you want to be a coach, or you want to be a speaker, or you want to be some sort of person that goes in front of a large crowd. You're never going to be the best speaker if you don't get in front of a crowd at first. If you're scared to get out in front of that big crowd, a big audience, if you're scared to do that, and if you're not willing to do that, then don't expect to be a speaker. Don't expect to be a coach, or don't expect to be the next Grant Cardone. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that's what it takes. It takes a lot of risk.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir. Question.
Do you think that Flip the Switch had anything to do with you being able to buy that truck last week?
I think it had everything to do with it. Van's question was, did he feel like Flip the Switch, which was that seminar I was talking to you guys earlier about, that Coach Burt seminar. Does he feel like that had anything to do with me buying this truck? Yes, it had everything to do with it, because without Flip the Switch really motivated me and drove me to take what I'm doing more seriously. And whenever you take what you do very, very serious, you tend to improve in it, and you tend to probably make more money in it. I wouldn't have been able to buy that truck. I wouldn't have been able to pay the down payment on it without some sort of money, right? And I feel like I've accumulated a decent amount of money over, the time from flip the switch to last week to be able to pay for that truck. So to answer your question, Van, hell yeah, without a doubt. So, well, guys, do y'all have anything you'd like to add? Any questions, comments?
What about that truck? Was the truck?
The interior of it.
Oh yeah, that's like
It's wood. It's wood grain. Brittany asked, what about that truck made it the truck? The interior. It has like the wood grain. It has a screen in the middle, leather seats. You feel like.
Does it have like the caramel seats?
Yes, the caramel seats. Yeah. I mean, it just makes you feel like you're the shit when you're in the truck, That's how I feel. So that's why I bought it. And I feel like if I want to get to that, if I want to feel like the shit, not just whenever I'm driving around, but all the time, I'm probably going to have to feel like that whenever I'm driving around. It's going to have to start somewhere. So that's, that's how I knew it was the one. So, well, guys, thank you so much. Happy Monday. Go have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for getting on here. Please like, comment, and share the stream. You never know. I might have said one thing that could change somebody's life that's just scrolling through your timeline. You never know. Who knows? So just do them a favor. Do yourself a favor. And go out there. Have a great day, guys. Shut us down, Van.